Hi everyone, my name's Sarah and I'd love you to join me as I chat about what I've been sewing and knitting this week. I think today's video is going to be a pretty short one because I haven't had a whole lot of time to be sewing or knitting this week. It's been a pretty busy return to work for myself and school for my children, and the evenings have been pretty busy. However, this weekend I did get a little bit of sewing done because it was my children's weekend with their dad, so I did quite a bit yesterday especially. Before I get into that though, I'll let you know what I'm wearing today. So today I have on the Agustina Boxy top by thefabricsstore.com. This is a free pattern and I have made it in this really beautiful linen cotton blend that I bought from Dupes Designs a few years ago. And I absolutely love this one. And I've teamed it with my newest pair of pants. These are my Chanterelle pants by So Liberated in this beautiful pink linen. It's quite a warm, windy day today. I think it's about 27 degrees outside. So this is a nice, cool outfit, perfect for this weather. So Dupes Designs only has their fabric sales open a couple of times a year, and I don't think they're open at the moment, but I believe pretty soon they're releasing their next range of fabrics and they'll have their pre-sales open, so then it's all printed to order. So I do have my eye on some of their fabric. I'll put in a picture of one of my favorites that was on sale last time. It's like a birds, like a parrot's kind of print in all different colors. And I would love to get a jersey fabric in that design to make myself another t-shirt. I wear my other heavyweight jersey t-shirt that I made from a Dupes Design fabric so much that it would be great to have another one. And I think this one is really, really cute. So as I mentioned, this weekend was the only time I've had to sew this week, but I did get a really good chunk of time. So I've nearly finished my Cameron button-up by Helen's Closet. This has been on my list for such a long time. I made a toile for it back in September, and I absolutely love the way that turned out. And my original intent was always to make it with this beautiful Miss Moresby design on a cotton sateen that I bought. So it's got a really beautiful hand-painted effect with all these changes in colors between the blues and the greens, and I love it. So the Cameron button-up shirt by Helen's Closet is a unisex pattern, and there are two views available, one with long sleeves and one with short sleeves. So the first one I made was with short sleeves, and again this one is also with short sleeves. I love wearing a short sleeve shirt and pants to work, and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of this one. As with all of Helen's Closet instructions, they are so thorough and clear, and I've been really enjoying making this shirt. So I'll show you where I've got up to. I feel like I've done the trickiest parts. I really don't have very many steps to go. I've just finished attaching the collar. So you can see it's got an inner yoke here. It's got a collar on a stand. And so the next things I'll need to do are hem the sleeves, hem the body, put in my buttonholes and sew on the buttons, and that is it. So it's coming along really nicely. There's a particular feature of this shirt that I really love, and it's to do with the button placket. It's one of the first steps of the project, but it's got this really neat little fold that you do, and you end up having, you can see there, this kind of 3D effect with the button placket having a little fold under that makes it stick out. And I think that's a really, really neat effect. So loving that, really excited to wear it. I think it's going to look really good. When I was looking through my button collection and seeing if I had any buttons that might work with this shirt, I found that I'd actually already purchased buttons with this shirt in mind back in September when I thought I'd have time to finish this one and then didn't get around to it. So I do already have my buttons purchased. I got these from Button Mania in Moorabbin. I'm really lucky to live really close by to Button Mania. So I can always find the perfect button for every project. In this case, I decided to go with a pale blue. I'll put a picture in to show you how that's going to look, but I think they will go really, really nicely with this shirt. And yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing that one and hopefully wearing it this week. I also haven't had a whole lot of knitting time this week, but I did fit some in last night, and I've continued work on my Glowhair Frost Shawl by Stephen West. I am loving making this shawl. It is so enjoyable. I'm still on the same section that I was on last week, but you can see a little bit of difference. So this shawl is knit up with a fade of 3 fingering weight yarns and then 3 matching mohair yarns. And at the moment I've been using this very first yarn in the fade, but this is the last section that's being used. And I'm really excited because the next thing I'll be doing is adding in these pink mohair colors again. So once I've finished this section, and I've got, I think 8 or 10 more rows to go of this section here, which is looking really cool. I'll get to move on to that. And then yeah, every section is different. So it's keeping me really engaged, really interested, and really excited to see what happens next. Although I can see pictures of what happens next, but I suppose excited to see how mine will look in my particular colors. The 2 other fingering weight yarns I'm going to be adding in are these 2. And then here are my 3 mohair yarns. So this was all purchased as part of a kit from a shop in New Zealand called Get Flocked. So they did all the hard work for me. I knew I wanted something with pinks, and this is a kit that they had. So I'm looking forward to continuing to work on that one as well. So as I said, this is the Glowhair Frost Shawl by Stephen West. It was his high knit along pattern that was released with the intention that people would start knitting it on Boxing Day and then throughout the northern winter. But there's no mystery about it. You can start it whenever you like. I think the pattern came out in November. And there's also, I don't believe there's really any sort of knit along component to it. It's really just knit at your own pace. There's no dates set. There's no final sharing day or anything like that. It's just, let's all start knitting on the same day and see how we go with it. I'm not joining in with any forums or anything on it. I'm just enjoying knitting it, and I would highly recommend this pattern. There are a couple of videos included in the pattern where there are different techniques. I know that coming up pretty soon is a technique I've never done before, and that is cables. But interestingly, he didn't include any video for that, so I was surprised by that. But I've already found one on YouTube, and I know that will look pretty simple. So yeah, looking forward to trying some new techniques and continuing with the shawl. So once I finish my Cameron button up, I want to have another project ready to go, and I do have a lot of fabric and ideas that I could move on with. I've got pretty much every fabric that I own. I have a plan for it, but I have been buying fabric faster than I can so I've got a little bit of a backlog. Now, one of the other fabrics that I bought is another Dupes Designs fabric, and I think I bought this back in May. It was definitely in winter last year, but I knew I wanted to make a jumpsuit with it, or a play suit. And I think I received this around August or September, and it's been waiting for summer because that was always the idea in mind. So the pattern I'd like to make is the Durban Playsuit or jumpsuit, and it's a pattern by Megan Nielsen. And I have made 2 of these before. Now, the first one, I discovered that my torso is a little bit longer than perhaps the average torso. And so mine did not fit me very well. It was way too short through the body. And then last year I made a black one, and I lengthened it in 2 places. I think the body and also the inseam, maybe the rise. I can't remember, but there were 2 places that I added extra length, and it ended up pretty well. But I made that in a like a linen tencel blend or a linen rayon blend. So it's quite drapey, and I really loved the look of my original one in like a crisper fabric, but it didn't fit. So I thought I'd give another one a go. So the Durban has quite a few different views you can choose from. There's a round neck, a V neck, different sleeve lengths. I think there's sleeveless, short sleeve, long sleeve, and then there's tapered legs, long, wide legs, or shorts. So I'm going to make the same as I've made my 2 other versions in, which is the V neckline and the shorts and short sleeves. And the fabric, as I mentioned, is by Dupes Designs. And I think I just got it on a cotton. It might be a cotton twill, maybe. I'll have to look up my old receipt. But it's this cactus print. So hopefully that will look really good in the Durban Playsuit. And I think I'm going to cut that one out next. It is a pattern that there's a lot of pieces in this pattern, so it will be quite a big job to cut that out. And I'm not sure when I'll have the time to do that. Maybe tomorrow night, because my kids are with their dad on a Monday night, but we'll see. So that is pretty much everything I've been up to this week. As I said, pretty short video today, as I haven't really had all that much time to do a lot of sewing or knitting. I'm thinking about sharing a week in my life this week. So that will be next week's video, where I pop on each day, let you know what I'm wearing, let you know what I'm up to, show you how I fit sewing and knitting into my day, or how I don't fit it into my day, as the case may be, and just showing you a little bit more about, yeah, my everyday life and what I'm getting up to. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you. I hope you're well and you've had a lovely week, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.